Ladies and gentlemen, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr. A. Breakdown and predictions, volume 25, will begin shortly. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Who gets the comeback fight? Who gets the golden opportunity? Devon Alexander, Victor Ortiz. That's what we're talking about right here on Ready Talk Boxing. I'm your host, Mr. A. This is the breakdown and prediction segment, volume 25. We are talking two guys who need this fight. Who's going to get that career back on track? Devon Alexander is coming off an impressive victory. Victor Ortiz, towards the end of 2007, he got himself a third-round knockout of Saul Corral. So they're both coming off victories. Number 7 in the IBF rankings for the welterweights is Devon Alexander. And who's the champ of that? The mighty evaded Errol Spence Jr. So possibly a winner out of this could get a voluntary defense by the end of the year. So it's very, very keen to have their eyeballs glued to this matchup here, folks. Now, Alexander and Victor Ortiz, a battle of two southpaws. Power in Ortiz versus speed of Alexander, foot and hand speed. I have Victor Ortiz being a solid boxer. The only thing that's questionable with Victor Ortiz is his mind state, his heart. You know, besides all that, no one ever said he didn't have power. He didn't have a boxing IQ. He could throw the punches. He has good movement. He's up and down with his waist, his feet. You know, so everything attributes are good for both these fighters. You got Devon Alexander. He could use the ring well. He's 27-4, 14 KOs, a 45% knockout ratio. Is going against a 63 knockout ratio of Victor Ortiz, who comes in at 32-6 with 2 draws. So right there you see, excuse me, what type of fight this could be. This could be a outside boxing versus maybe an inside power game. You know, similar in the ring experience, slight well, it's not a slight, it's a pretty good edge against us over 50 rounds. 221 rounds for Alexander to 179 for Ortiz. Both in their early 30s, 30 and 31, the elder being Ortiz. 5'9", 5'8.5". Ortiz again with the favor. And 1-inch reach is also in favor of Ortiz. Now, as I mentioned, it's possible a power matchup versus the outside fighting of Devon Alexander, but Alexander can have an inside bang game. But will he want to bang with the harder hitter Ortiz? So my guess is most likely he's going to be on the outside, moving, picking his spots. Because last fight, Victor Ortiz didn't show too great of a head movement. He was able to get hit pretty good, you know, at will by Saul Corral. And Devon Alexander is a better punch placer, better mover. So it's going to be interesting to see if Victor Ortiz shook off that rust and comes in here moving like the Victor Ortiz I know and remember. Feet-wise, like I said, these guys are coming in here with pretty good feet. Alexander could circle pretty well, use the ring. Victor Ortiz has good face. His feet aren't too out of position where he can't throw the right punch at the right time. Alexander's in and out, being able to hit the punches. Just for the fact that it seems like Victor Ortiz delivers a little more power, because he has the ability. He was turning Berto in that one match, so he's able to take good walks to turn his opponent, keep their feet reset. So I'd slightly favor the feet of Victor Ortiz because it generates more power. He's able to walk, turn his opponents. They both reset their opponent's feet. But defensively, I'm going to go with Alexander because he's a little more faster on his feet. He could use the outside ring a little more effective than Victor. And it seems he doesn't get hit with clean shots. He maybe judges the distance a little better than Victor Ortiz. Now, where offensively, the hand speed goes with Devon Alexander. The power goes with Ortiz. The 1-2s and the jab. Like I said, Victor has a good jab. I think it's underestimated just because of his quit. The fact that he quit so many times. And some of the things he says, people kind of underestimate his boxing, but I think Victor has a good jab. It's not as snappy and quick as Devon Alexander's, but I believe outside the jabs, the body work, I think Victor Ortiz throws a meaner body game, while everything is faster with Alexander. It's good. It's a good body game. They both got quick little uppercuts in there. But I'm going to lean with the power version of it because Devon Alexander has speed, and it's going to give Victor Ortiz lots of trouble. That speed is going to be a major problem for Victor Ortiz. But I'm still going to give the offense to Victor Ortiz. Now, in this fight, I'm going with the upset. I'm going to pick number 68 versus number 34. I'm going number 68, Victor Ortiz, in this fight. I believe that Victor Ortiz's power, I'm counting on Victor Ortiz actually going into it and taking this camp serious. And I think him coming forward will I think he'll pressure Devon Alexander. Those crows are going crazy. Maybe someone around here is going to get resurrected. I believe Victor Ortiz is going to apply enough power pressure to win some rounds and get a split decision against Devon Alexander. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. This was a tough fight for me to choose. And partly I'm choosing it because I just think, me personally, I think a Victor Ortiz versus an Errol Spence fight would be better than a Devon Alexander versus an Errol Spence fight. We all have our opinions on that one. But I'm going with Victor Ortiz upsetting Devon Alexander with a split decision right here on Ready Talk Boxing. I'm your host, Mr.A. Give a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Who do you got? Quick description. What's going to be the key points in the victory? I think Victor Ortiz is going to come in behind a jab and work some power shots and get a split decision. Thank you.